Sorry.
Now, don't be standing there smiling because you heard it was approved. Look at you. You like
Just trying to be nice. Just trying to be nice.
What are we doing?
Zach, waiting on Zach.
Hey, Bill. I just called and talked to
All righty. Okay, so Zach, so everything has now been approved.
It was approved. It was just an oversight. It was approved at the same time, 7:40 something this morning. It's approved in OpenGov. Everything's clear on it.
Very good. All right, any questions for Ms. Shepherd?
Yeah. Refresh our memory, and thank you for coming back. It's been, like I said, a couple months since you've been here. Refresh our memory what you are doing here at 830 Dotson Avenue, Unit D.
It's called Grown Folks. We don't consider it a club. It's more like a lounge. 40 and up, older crowd. Hang out, TVs, drink, socialize.
Are you having security, and what's your
Yes.
process of, twofold question. So are you having security there since there is alcohol being served? And then what's your process of screening people to make sure you have the proper IDs as well as IDs, if that makes sense?
We will have security. We will have a counter to make sure we don't go up our capacity. We will screen for ID. I don't know what you mean by the process of ID versus real ID. We'll have professional security that should be able to determine
Okay,
whether ID is real.
that is good.
I'll be running the club. I'm not gonna check ID, but we will have security there.
All right.
Any further questions? Ron?
Yes, the building itself used to have doors between units. Is that still in place?
There are still doors there, but they are boarded.
They are boarded?
They are boarded, deadlocked, and deadbolts and boarded.
Okay.
Okay,
We have no access to those doors.
so there's gonna be no passing between units?
No.
Thank you.
Very good. All right, is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second?
Approve both or?
Oh, yeah.
We have to do the first one. We're approving the consumer, we're working on, for approving the consumer permit.
I make a motion to approve the beer 1246.
All right. And is there a second?
I'll second.
All right, and there's a second. Okay,
I'm sorry, was that Christie or Brooke?
That's Brooke.
Sorry, excuse me, sorry,
Yeah, I
Brooke.
know, right, Lori? They both sound alike down there, I know.
All right, is there any discussion to the motion? If not, I'll call the roll. Christie?
Yes.
Brooke?
Yes.
Ron?
Yes.
J.W. Cole?
Yes.
Betsy?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes. And the next item on our agenda is a consumer permit for grown, yes,
Oh, I'm sorry, that should be brown bag.
brown bag, excuse me, okay, sorry. A brown bag permit for grown folks. Is there, since we've already had discussion about it, is there a motion?
I make a motion to approve.
All right, is there a second?
Seconded.
All right, second by Christie. Any discussion to the motion? Okay, if not, we'll call the roll, and Betsy?
Yes.
JW?
Yes.
Ron?
Yes.
Brooke? Christie? And the chair votes yes, so good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We're gonna come and see you.
All righty, under beer violations,
I know, right?
Yeah.
Right, with my schedule, ain't that something, how I'm gonna do that?
under beer law violations, there are none. Is there any discussion, that needs to be had with the board?
Well, I want to bring up, and just probably for my clarity, if it's not for this board, I know we do a lot of brown bagging approvals. What does that mean so that when they're coming, because a lot of people are now doing brown bag, what does that mean for us? And can we give those clarifications to those individuals who are now saying they're brown bagging? Because I know there's some responsibility in that as we're proving, going back to, I think it was Highway 58 when he had brown bagging. That was our first time to prove, but we really didn't know what we were proving. And so just some clarification on that, because now it seemed like we're giving a certification or approval for them just to bring alcohol beer in and take beer out. And I think some of that is on us, not giving clarity to those individuals, if that makes sense.
Officer Mosier, can you shed any light on what's involved in?
I have no idea. That'd be a Sergeant Wood question.
It really would, because he's the one, I think him and Bertha and all that group wrote that, had to write that,
Yeah, he was in all the meetings and stuff.
just to get it.
JW, I think that's a very good question.
I think Catherine may be able to shed some more light on it as well,
Yeah.
because she's been involved in that process. She's just out today.
So,
So the burden, for the record, the burden is on the holder of the brown bag permit to ensure that no one overserves themselves, just like, if they were being served by the establishment that they're in. I do know that's a big part of it, that they're responsible just the same as they would be responsible if they were serving. They're responsible for the consumption of the alcoholic beverage within their premises, whether it's served by the individual who brown bags in, or whether it's served by the establishment. If I can speak to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
let's bring it up again at the next meeting when we have the A-team.
Miss Lord, you got that? Because I'm gonna forget by the time I get to my car.
All right.
Sergeant Wood will not be here for the next meeting either.
Yeah,
He'll
so
still
it'll
in
be 2
school.
weeks.
So 2 weeks,
Yeah,
yes.
or 2 meetings, that's great.
Okay.
All right, any other board members have anything else they'd wish to bring before us? Bertha, anything? Okay. And now, is there anybody from the public that wishes to have public comment? And I see none, so I think that concludes our meeting today. Thank everyone for being here. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All right, all in favor of adjourning, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Good to see everybody.
We are adjourned. Thank you.